Good morning, my dear students. This is Neeraj Kumar, your English teacher. Today I am here to explain you part second from class Reach for the Top, that is Maria Sharapova. I hope you will be listening to me very carefully. So here I start. A Russian girl, Maria Sharapova, reached the summit of women's tennis. So a little description about Maria Sharapova, that she is a Russian girl, वो एक रशियन गर्ल है. मारिया शारापोवा reached the summit of women's tennis, जो पहुंच गई थी on the summit of women's tennis. वुमेन टेनिस का जो वर्ल्ड है उसके टॉप पर वो पहुंच गई थी. When she was barely 18, उस समय जो उसकी उम्र थी केवल 18 ईयर्स थी. एज यू रीड, जैसा आप पढ़ते हैं अबाउट हर, उसके बारे में सी जानते हैं, देखते हैं. इफ़ यू कैन ड्रॉ अ कंपैरिजन बिटवीन हर एंड संतोष यादव, मीन्स आर यू बी एबल टू मेक अ कंपैरिजन बिटवीन बोथ ऑफ दैम, दैट इज मारिया शारापोवा एंड संतोष यादव. There is something disarming about Maria Sharapova. That means there was something in Maria Sharapova. There was something unique that insists competitors just to give up the arms. Means the competitors uh, are not able to stand in front of Maria Sharapova. Something at odds with her ready smile. There was something strange related her smile and glamorous attire that actually doesn't match with her dressing sense. And that something in her lifted her on Monday, 22 August 2005, to the world number one position in women's tennis. And undoubtedly, there was something unique that brought Maria Sharapova on the summit of women's tennis on 22 August 2005. It brought Maria Sharapova on number one in women's tennis. All this happened in almost no time. Whatever happened there, it did not take much time. Hastily it was done. Poised beyond her years, उम्र में कम थी, this Siberian born teenager took just 4 years as a professional to reach the pinnacle. She took 4 years to get the name and fame as a professional and reached the pinnacle. Pinnacle means like summit, we can say summit, peak. So she took 4 years as a professional just to get name and fame. That Maria Sharapova is a tennis player, and uh, at a very early age she reached the pinnacle of women's tennis. Let's continue. However, the rapid ascent in fiercely competitive world. That very time there was too much competition, and during that period world began 9 years before, and it happened 9 years ago with a level of sacrifice few children. There had been only a very few children who could do it, and she was one of them, would be prepared to endure. Means there had been a very few children and who could do it, and she was one of them with so much enthusiasm, with so much energy. Little Maria had not yet celebrated her 10th birthday. लिटिल मारिया ने अब तक अपना 10वां बर्थडे भी नहीं मनाया था when she was packed off to train in the United States. She could not celebrate her 10th birthday when she was sent in United States by train. That trip to Florida with her father Yuri launched her on the path to success and stardom. And the trip was with her father. Her father encouraged her so much, guided her so much, and really assisted to make her reach on the path of success, and made her a stardom. That means, like, helped her in getting name and fame. But it is also required a heart wrenching 2 year separation from her mother Yelena. But there was a sad experience as well. She had to get separated, she had to get isolated from her mother for 2 years, and her mother name was Yelena. इसे and it was so much required that very time that she had to be alone, she had to be separated from her mother Yelena that time. उस समय इसे अपनी मदर से अलग होना पड़ा as it was related to her career. The latter was compelled to stay back in Siberia because of visa restrictions. Her mother was completely compelled to stay in Siberia because there was some problem related visa restriction. Because of this reason, she could not go with Maria Sharapova. The 9-year-old girl had already learned an important lesson in life. That time she was only 9 and learned a important lesson of life, that tennis excellence would only come at a surprise. Means uh, she got ready, she was ready to sacrifice, I mean, the golden days, the golden moments of her life. As that very time, like, she was to be with her parents, but just related career, just to make her career, she had to be isolated from her parents. She had to go to America, she had to go to Florida, and she was ready to do any sacrifice just to make her career in the world of women tennis. I used to be so lonely, Maria Sharapova recalls. Maria Sharapova आज भी कहती है that she used to be so lonely. उसे कई बार अकेला रहना पड़ा. I missed my mother terribly. That very time she used to miss her mother very terribly. My father was working as much as he could to keep my tennis training going. And as far as father was concerned, he was really hardworking, and got ready to do anything to continue my tennis training. And he was doing as much as he could do. So he could not see me either. So my father as well couldn't see me. मारिया शारापोवा कहती है कि मेरे फादर भी मुझे नहीं देख पाए. लेट्स कंटिन्यू. बिकॉज आई वॉज सो यंग, क्योंकि मैं उसमें काफ़ी छोटी थी. आई यूज टू गो टू बैड at 8 p.m. in America when she was child. So where she was getting training of tennis. So she used to go to bed at 8 p.m. वो जल्दी अपने बेड पर सोने के लिए जाया करती थी. The other tennis pupils would come in at 11 p.m. and the rest of the uh, tennis players used to come late around 11 p.m. and wake me up and order me to tidy up the room and clean it. And they ordered me just to clean the room, just to tidy up the room. Let's continue. Instead of letting that depress me, I became more quietly determined and mentally tough. So here she says that instead of getting nervous, instead of getting upset, it made her so much strong, so much determined, and having mental toughness. I learned I learned how to take care of myself. शी सेज उसने वो कहती है कि उसने सीख लिया था कि कैसे खुद का ध्यान रखा जाता है. आई नेवर थॉट ऑफ क्विटिंग. उसने कभी बीच रास्ते में इस गेम को छोड़ने की बात कभी नहीं सोची. बिकॉज आई न्यू वट आई वॉन्टेड, क्योंकि ये जानती थी ये क्या कर सकती है और क्या चाहती थी. When you come from nothing and you have nothing, then it makes you very hungry and determined. She says that कि जब आप एक ऐसे फील्ड से आते हैं, एक ऐसे बैकग्राउंड से आते हैं कि आपके पास वहाँ कुछ नहीं होता, और आपके मीन्स नथिंग यू हैव गॉट इन योर हैंड्स एज वेल, आपके हाथों में भी कुछ नहीं है, मीन्स अभी आप कुछ नहीं हो. सो इट रियली मेक्स यू सो मच हंग्री एंड डिटरमाइंड. तो ये चीज़ आपको बहुत ज़्यादा भूखा बना देती है और इंटरनली आपको बहुत ज़्यादा डिटरमाइंड बना देती है. I would have put up with much more humiliation and insults than that to steadfastly pursue my dream. Like some of the tennis players had been there, and who used to insult me, who used to humiliate me. I could have I could have given up on the way, but I did not do so, as I had determination, as I had thought of moving ahead towards my journey. So, my dear students, enough for the day. Thank you very much.